In the expanded Dune universe, by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson, Waff was the tactic leader of the Tleilaxu ruling council during the return of the honored Matres, the Bene Gesserit and Fishspeaker offshoots that returned out of the scattering 1,500 years after the death of the worm god emperor. He allied with the Bene Gesserit when his own power and the Tleilaxu civilization was threatened by the Matres. Waff was led to believe by the Sisterhood that they were true believers of the Zensunni faith. Eventually, the Tleilaxu were almost entirely destroyed by the honored Matres. Decades later, a Gola of Waff would go on to create the giant Seaworms of the planet Buzzell. This Gola was awakened imperfectly by the honored Matre leader Helica in a Tleilaxu city known as Bandalong, after an attack by the new Sisterhood, which was created by former honored Matre turned Bene Gesserit, Merbella, after the death of the Bene Gesserit Reverend Mother Dari O'Drade. The Gola Waff manages to escape with the help of the guild navigator Edric. For his help, Waff promises to create a new species of sandworm through genetic alteration for the guild to use. Waff eventually succeeded in producing sandworms, which did not grow vulnerable to water as they matured beyond the phase of the sand trout. The Spacing Guild commanded that Waff release some of the young worms into the oceans of the planet Buzzell, home to the extremely valuable soostones, precious gems which were found in the seas of the planet, which were produced by the giant mussel-like creatures known as Cholisters. The Seaworms quickly thrived on the planet Buzzell, and growing large and strong, these extremely vicious and territorial creatures eventually dominate the planet's entire ecosystem, killing many Cholisters and wreaking havoc on the soostone harvesting process by attacking the Phibians, the genetically modified race of humanoid fish creatures responsible for harvesting the soostones. Finally, a worm is captured and harvested from the sea. Inside its body lies an organ which produces what is known as Ultraspice, a concentrated version of spice melange. Waff delivers the spice to the guild navigator Edric, but it is stolen and delivered to the Synchrony, the capital of the Thinking Machine Empire. Eventually, Omnius, the ruler of the Thinking Machines, forces two Golas of Paul Atreides to fight to the death. The winner would receive the Ultraspice. One is almost killed, and the other is declared winner. Upon ingestion of the Ultraspice, the Gola's prescient powers are increased to superhuman levels. He, however, realizes that this is too much, and goes into a type of overdose. Falling into an irreversible coma, he dies of thirst and starvation. This is the only time Ultraspice is mentioned to be consumed in the extended Dune universe.